In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up and connect your X or Twitter authentication to n8n to be able to use a bot that can post on your behalf directly to X or Twitter, including both text posts as well as image and video posts. So to do that, you have to have a developer account. And so developer accounts, there's three types of them. There's free API access, there's the basic API access, and Pro. And free is free. Basic is $200 a month, and the Pro is $5,000 a month. Like, both of those are kind of steep. Unfortunately, the free API access doesn't really have too much that you can do with it. You can do something like 17 tweets a day. So if I come down here, you can see what you can do. So 17 tweets a day. You can get, one tweet you can search for it every 15 minutes. You can do a search once every 15 minutes. And you're, some strict limits. You're really not allowed to do too much. But it is what it is. You are able to do those 17 posts a day, so at least there is that. And what we're going to do is we're going to come over to the documentation. And all right, to find the documentation, just search for Twitter API. You'll come up with this. So we're going to click on the documentation. It's going to bring us to this page here. You have to have a developer account. In order to have a developer account, you need to have an X account. So make sure that you have an X account. Now, I've already set up my developer account. And I couldn't figure out how to delete it to be able to remake it for you. So you go ahead and create your developer account. In order to do that, you come over here on the left side. It says Get Started or Getting Started. Click on Getting Access. And then you'll see here there's a button that says Sign Up. You go ahead and click on that. And then you're going to go through the process of setting up your developer account. It's pretty simple. You need to have a website. You put in your contact information, that sort of thing. It was not complicated at all. You're going to select the free API if that's what you want to start with. And then it'll lead you to a page that looks like this here. So this is the overview of your app. And in fact, I'll come to the dashboard. So this is your developer account. You'll see I do not have an app in here. I just deleted it in order to show you how to set this up from scratch. The free account only lets you have one app. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through the process of showing you how to set this all up. Now over here, you'll see that I have really two ways of posting. I can do basic posts and I can do media posts. In order to do media posts, you have to first upload the media. And in order to do that, you need to have OAuth 1 credentials. All right, and I'll show you how to set that up in a second. To do basic posts, you need OAuth 2 credentials, OAuth 2. I'll show you how to set that up. So in fact, let's go ahead and do that first. So let's come here in n8n. I'm going to go ahead and create new credentials. So we're doing X OAuth 2. And if in case you missed it, this is just an X node. It's built already into n8n. You don't need to do anything special for this, but just set up the node. We're going to create new credentials. And what I need to do is I need to have an OAuth redirect URL, a client ID, and a client secret. So I'm going to go ahead and copy my OAuth, my redirect here. I'm going to come back here. We're going to create new app. Click that. Go ahead and name this. We'll name it n8n test 3 just for purposes of having it. And then we'll click next. And then it's going to again give me an API key and secret. I'm not going to use any of this at the moment. I'm going to go through the process and then I'm going to connect everything. Just real quick, never ever share your API keys online. I'm going to delete this as soon as we're done and recreate the whole thing. So don't even bother copying any of this. So we're going to go to app settings. And then we're going to come down here to user authentication settings. We're going to click on setup. So in order to actually get your app to work, what we need to do is set up all these settings here, and I'm going to show you what you're going to do. So app permissions, we're going to set to read and write, and this will help us start the process of doing the OAuth 1.0 authentication. You come down here to type of app. We're going to click on web app, automated app, or bot. And then here for the callback, we're going to paste in that callback that we had grabbed. Now, before we move on, like this took me a minute to figure out. You're going to add another URI/URL. You're going to paste in the same thing we just did, except we're going to change the 2 to a 1. All right. And then we're going to continue on the process. We're going to put in our website. So my website is mayfloweradvising.com. I'm going to do Carlton Family Corporation is the name of my organization. My organization URL, is Mayflower Advising. Just do that again. Actually, we're not going to do that. We're not going to have an organization because this is the login if somebody's using your app. So I'm not even going to bother with that one. Terms of service, you do need terms of service, and you do need a privacy policy. So we're going to put that in. Once you have all that in there, just go ahead and click save. You're going to change your permissions, yes. And now I've got a client ID and a client secret. Now this I'm going to grab. So I'm going to grab my client ID and come back into n8n, put my client ID here, and come over here, grab my client secret, paste this in here, and we're going to connect my account. It's going to log me in. Now, if it's the first time that you've done this, if you're not yet logged into X, it's going to ask you to log into your account. And you'll be like, well, is it connected? If you don't see this screen, it's not the right one. So once it's logged in, just close that window and then click connect my account again, and then the screen will pop up. But go ahead and click authorize app. Everything should turn green. Yep, green, green, good. Means I'm now connected. I'm going to go ahead and show you that this now works. So I have just text as going to be test. I come over to my Twitter account real quick, refresh. You see last post was May 27th. Hit execute step. It says it has posted. We come over here, refresh again, and it has posted. Good. So I'll go ahead and delete that. Perfect. All right. So next, we need to finish off. We're not quite done because, like I said, you need the OAuth 1 credentials in order to be able to upload media, to be able to post the media. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. I'm going to click Create New Credentials. All right. And it looks like it's all the same. It requires a consumer key and a consumer secret. So what is that? Where do I find that? So yes, I've saved all that. So what we do is we come over here and we're in our same project, the n8n test 3, come over to keys and tokens, come over to API key and secret, this guy here, click regenerate, yes, grab the API key, come over to n8n, paste this in, and if for some reason it's like blue and it won't let you type in, just change it to expression and back to fixed real quick. And then API key secret, grab that, same thing, it won't let me click in, right? So we click expression, back to fixed, paste that in, connect my account. All right, it's going to say authorize account. Yes, authorize app. Redirecting me, green, green, all good. All right, so in order to finish this one off, you actually need one more piece of data, and that would be your Twitter X ID user number. All right, to do that, that's why I have this extra node down here. I'm going to go ahead and give you these nodes. That way you can just have them ready to post into your bots. It's going to be an HTTP node. Method is get. URL is going to be https://api.twitter.com/to/users/by/username/ and then you're going to put your username. So this is my username. We're going to use our OAuth 2 credentials. All right, our version 2 credentials. Come down here, make sure the response format is JSON. Now, if you execute that, I got to make sure I connect my correct credentials. Let's try that again. There we go. So then I get my user ID. All right. And then what I do is just copy this. You come in and bring it over to this node here, and you would paste this in. And so it's the same number I had before, but I'm going to put a placeholder in this before I give it to you. Now, to be able to post media, you actually have to upload the media first. And so just understand that Twitter doesn't just have a method of automatically posting media. You have to go through this process of first calling the OAuth 1 credentials, uploading the media. And so what you do is you have an HTTP node. It's going to be post. Endpoint is https://upload.twitter.com/1.1/media/upload.json. Connect those OAuth 1 credentials that we just set up. You're going to send a body with a body content type of form data. You're going to have body parameters. The first one is an n8n binary file with a name of media. The input type field name is binary. And then another parameter type of form data name is additional _owners, and then your Twitter ID number. All right. And then what you do is you just have your image as a binary file come into this node, and then it's going to output a media ID. And so then when you go to post onto Twitter, what you do is you have another HTTP node. Method is post. The URL is going to be https://api.twitter.com/2/tweets. And this is the same endpoint that the text post is going to, all right? The text node just doesn't have the ability to put I guess you could do a media ID. Oh, shoot. Anyway, you can do single IDs here. I have this set up to be able to take an array of images. So if you want to have multiple images, and I did that because I never know if I'm going to do one or multiple images when I do a post. That's why I'm doing it this way rather than just through the Twitter node. Set up your OAuth 2 credentials. Your header parameter you're going to have here is content-type. Value is application/JSON. Then body type, you're going to have a body JSON. Specified body is using JSON. And then I have this little code snippet here. When you have multiple IDs, you need to make sure that they are uploaded the correct way. And so, so you can't just have one binary file come in. So if you were doing just one binary file, probably good with using the Twitter node. If you have multiple binary files that you want to upload, so multiple pictures rather than just one, use this here. And I would have a set node or an edit fields node somewhere before it that I can call the text in order to do the post, right? So, and then that's the text would be the post itself. And then media, I have media IDs with this array here. And inside of the array, I would have, like I said, I'd probably have like a set field node somewhere. What I actually had was a code node that pulled my media IDs because I had uploaded them all in a loop. And then I had a code node grab all those IDs from the loop, map them together, strip out any extra quotes, and then join them together with commas. And that's how it works. And so I'll actually put out probably in the next couple of days a bot that will do posting to Twitter, and I'll show you the whole setup of how to loop through it all and all that. Just understand that this is the process. And then the final option here is response. Include response headers and status. And then the response format is JSON. So that's the process. That's how you set up all your Twitter credentials. That's how you can post tweets, just text tweets. That's how you can post images, multiple images. So like I said, if you're going to do images, you have to have the media ID. And the media ID comes from this one here, this upload media node, where you pull out or you upload the image to get to the media ID. Then you would attach the media ID either here or use this if you're sending multiple images. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. If so, please subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. It really does help get this information out there to those who need it. Also, if you want additional helpful n8n tutorials or workflows, I got a ton of them for free available in my free school community. Just click the link in the description below. You can join it, get everything from social media posting bots to executive assistants, lead scrapers, and so much more. As always, I'm Bradford Carlton. Let's automate your success together.